All right, I am here with Steele Stanwick, and happy to have him join me for this episode of Zoom In. Steele, how have you been?
I'm good, Matt. Thanks for having me on. Glad to be here. Life's good. Definitely a little different with all this quarantining and being a dad, but everybody's doing just fine and glad to be here.
Now, how old's the baby now?
4 month old baby now. 4 months. Yeah. So he was born kind of right at the start of this whole mess, and he's been the silver lining in everything up here in Baltimore.
Now, you sleeping much?
I'm sleeping just fine. My wife, not so much. She's been a total champ getting up with him, but I've been lucky to be able to kind of sleep through for most of it. But he's a good baby, and for the most part, he does pretty good at night.
Awesome. Well, what have you anything in quarantine other than being a dad? Just doing anything? Any binge watching? Anything like that?
Lots of walks with the baby. We've become quite the walking couple with him, and we're known around the neighborhood very well because we're out and about a bunch. But other than that, and just trying to go for like a long jog once a day, nothing really other than that. I recently switched careers, so I got my real estate license during the whole quarantining, which took up some time, and then I started a new real estate job. So been a little busy there, which is filling up the days a little bit, but still not totally back to normal.
No, I'm doing some cooking. That's kind of become I never cooked before, so I actually like the challenge of kind of coming up with some new stuff.
There you go. Yeah, pick up something. Yeah.
So I had to learn something during this. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm hosting talk shows now. I guess
Yeah.
that's totally not my thing. I'm a behind the camera guy. I'm not a real talker. So
you're getting outside your comfort zone, that's for sure.
This is new for me. So
yeah.
All right, well, let's do what we're here to do. I'm gonna pull up some photos. We're in no random order, and
all right.
Hopefully share some.
I'm a little nervous here, man. I got to be honest.
Hopefully there won't be there. Hopefully there's nothing too bad here. So.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's share the screen. All right. This is one of my favorite shots of you.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that game?
I do. North Carolina junior year. That was the overtime winner, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, I do remember that one. I actually got hurt on this play. I hurt my calf, and I had to miss the next game. My only game I ever missed was because of right here. I certainly wasn't feeling it quite then, but yeah, that was a good W in the rain against Carolina.
Yeah, this one's a little bit better with Bockley coming in.
Yeah, Box coming in to celebrate. Yeah, the whole team is about to rush in there too.
Yeah, that was one of my questions. You mentioned, never getting hurt, and I'm going through a lot of these photos, and I'm seeing, you getting slashed with sticks and everything. Like, how much does lacrosse hurt? Like, as a guy that's never played it before, like.
Right. It's one of those things. I think don't necessarily feel it in the moment. It's kind of a next day type of thing. You certainly feel it in practice, probably a little bit more than you do in games. But you're padded up correctly, and if you're wearing the right stuff, it's you kind of become used to it. But yeah, you definitely you do all that weight training just to essentially take a beating, or at least I did. I was never delivering the beating, but it hurts. But it's one of those things when you're with your team and everybody else is doing the same thing. You can kind of numb yourself to it a little bit.
Now, do you remember this? I believe this is that you score on this shot.
I do remember that one too. That was Carolina up in the Meadowlands, I think my sophomore year.
It is. And this was Big City Classic.
Big City Classic, yeah. And I do remember that I was falling down and kind of threw that one over my shoulder. And luckily that went in somehow. You can look there's some panic on my face there. So I don't know how confident I was going into that shot.
Now let's talk about that. Like, this is one of the cool things about you guys get to play in like all these like awesome stadiums. You were the inaugural game at the new Meadowlands Stadium there. And did you have a favorite place you got to play?
That one was really cool because I think we were the first game in that new stadium there, like the first like official event. All those big arenas were so cool. I'm probably biased towards Raven Stadium since I'm a Baltimore guy. So they're all unique in their own way, and they're really cool. I will say, when you're in those big stadiums and just kind of that lower half is full, um, I'd much prefer a full Klockner than a full bottom bowl there. So playing a Klockner or the Carrier Dome or something like that, I'd probably prefer a little bit more than those big arenas. But when you're playing in there on Memorial Day, you definitely have some serious adrenaline running through. But I'd say Raven Stadium if I had to pick one of the big ones.
The Raven Stadium was my favorite until I actually went to Philly when they won it last. That was a pretty good setup too.
So I've never played there. I've heard good things, but I never played at Lincoln Financial. No.
From a working standpoint, I think the Link was better for me anyway. But
yeah.
They're all pretty cool. I thought it was cool
really
being
cool
at Foxborough, and Mile High was really cool.
Mile High was cool. I played a bunch in the Mile High in my pro days because that's where Denver plays out of, and that's a really first class one as well. Just the whole setup, the tunnels, the locker room, the field. I mean, it's you're playing on stuff that you see these guys play on NFL Sunday. Yeah, there's Mile High. Yeah.
So I bring this one up because I got to find I know I've got the box of chocolates here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
World's largest box of chocolates. Now, did you partake in this?
You know what? I don't even remember because we had to fly that next day. I don't even know how we got that back, if we shipped it or if we packed it. I'll be honest, I don't remember what happened with that one. I think we probably tried it. Knowing us, we probably took it down to the locker room after the game and probably tried to eat it at the tailgate or something.
I remember when they handed you that box of chocolates. I thought that was pretty funny.
You know what? I think that's what we did do. I think we went back to the hotel and I think I laid that. We got pizzas and I think I just kind of put it out for the team to have.
All right, let's talk. Here's an in the locker room shot. Getting ready, like what kind of goes through your head as you're getting ready for a game?
Oh man, just a lot of nerves, trying to stay calm, cool, collected. Thinking about my job, my responsibilities, and for me, I just like to try and stay as calm as I could. A lot of people get kind of jacked up and all that. I didn't need. I always felt like I was best if I was just my most calm and collected and focused. So just trying to dial in there. I think that looks like maybe the national championship game. Just trying to get ready to roll there. Probably getting ready for Coach Sarger to speak. There he is, giving his famous.
Do you remember this? Do you remember the speech well?
Oh yeah, Dare to be great, or Why Not Us? Dare to be great, all that. Yeah, I remember they made a T-shirt out of it. You kidding me? Of course I remember. Yeah.
I remember that too. Like I was ready to run through a wall, man. Why not us? I was ready to go play.
Yeah, and he really wasn't, he's not a rah type of guy, he's very much like, it's your responsibility to kind of be ready to go, and he gives you a couple reminders, but he definitely he put out his good stuff for that 2011 Memorial Day.
I remember there was a line, a little bounce in your step, a little joy in your heart, something like that.
Yeah, a little joy in your heart. Yeah, knowing that you paid the price. Yeah, all that stuff. I can kind of remember everything. If I saw the T-shirt, I would be able to recite it. Obviously. I
mean, I just remember it was just so hot that day. Oh, what's it like? What's it like playing in those kind of conditions?
Oh my gosh, it's just you grow up in some tough environments playing in those summer tournaments, but when it's for the national championship, and I actually remember I had a metal orthotic in my cleat, and I couldn't wear them this championship game because of it was so much. There was so much heat on my cleat. It was like melting the cleat, so I actually had to play the championship without my metal orthotic in. So it's hot, but again, you're there with your team, and everybody else is going through it. You just got to try and hydrate. And oh man, look at that picture.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. You got that. That's a good picture, man. You got the sun coming in. That's pretty cool.
It's good. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in that celebration.
Oh yeah.
Now you talk about the heat. Would you rather play with snow or like 100 degrees?
Oh yeah, heat for sure. Rather do the heat than cold. You asked about lacrosse and is it physical, tough or whatever. When it's cold out and you're getting checked with the metal stick, it hurts a little bit more. So I'd rather rather do that in 120 than in 20 degrees.
Yeah, no, this is one of my favorite shots. This was in the NCAA tournament, I'm pretty sure. Who was this against? Do you remember this?
Yeah, that's Princeton, I think. First round, Princeton senior year in 2012. And I don't even – Bobby Hill must have scored a goal or something because we're all fired up for Bobby. And he's a D midi, so everyone gets jacked up when the D guys get to score. You can see Lovejoy coming in there from the side. That's a pure joy pick there.
Now you talked a little about the preparation. Like, talk about like right as the games. I always like, as the team's getting introduced, everybody's getting kind of jacked up. Anything going through your mind in that moment?
Here, you're getting, just getting ready to go, man. You're just getting fired up. You're out on Klockner, and you work all week for this moment to be out there. So you're just kind of getting fired up. You're getting excited for your teammates and letting them know that you support them. And for me, I was always really focused on what I needed to do because I had a hard enough time getting myself ready to go there. So really just kind of let my teammates know I support them, and just everyone kind of getting dialed in and focused in a little bit.
Day game at Klockner or night game at Klockner?
Night, always. Look at it. That's awesome. That's one of your best. That's one of your best ones. I feel like that's framed in a lot of places there.
I love it. It looks kind of like a snow globe kind of effect. It's really It's one of my favorite like venue shots. But just talk about Klockner a little bit and just what it meant playing there to you.
Yeah, it's a special place. I think it's I'm biased obviously, but I think it's the best place to play a college lacrosse game. Just the hill gets packed, the stands are packed. For a night game against Duke, I think this was probably like a number 1 versus number 2 Saturday night matchup, and it's just it's such a cool environment, such a special place to play, and definitely felt very, very fortunate every time we got to take the field there. And it's I think teams look forward to coming there to play. I think it's just such a great atmosphere, and we were lucky to call that home for 4 years.
No, this was a good one here. I look at that hair. I mean,
oh my God, jeez. I don't even know what year that is. I had to be young there.
I believe this might be your first year.
Yeah, that's either my first or second year. That is not the best ups there, Matt. I think you're making me look a little better than I actually was, but that's
So the thing that I love about you, take no offense to this, but like, you don't look like a stud like athlete, like like.
Yeah, no, I've heard that before. Yeah,
but like you give hope to the average guy. Like I mean, to watch you play lacrosse, I mean, was just amazing. Like you're just you're a magician out there.
I got I feel like I got a lot out of my old grandpa body, but yeah, that's a funny picture. I'm kind of at a loss there. I needed a haircut. You should have told me to get a haircut before that one.
This one was pretty funny too. I mean, I don't know why we're in the elevator, but I think Steele with the kind of
Steele in the Steele elevator. I kind of remember that too. Yeah, mean mug in that picture there.
I actually feel like this came about. We didn't even mean to do that. I think we were actually going to Klockner, and then maybe you had been in the office to do a headshot or something, and like it just kind of happened. Like
it just kind of happened. I think you're right. Yeah. I haven't seen that one probably since you took it. I don't know if you ever did anything with it. So that's funny.
I had done this with Monica Wright, I think, before I did this with you, and like found out that flash effect on the Steele looked pretty cool. So I was like, oh, yeah, try this with Steele.
That is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
A guy with a name like Steele, you gotta.
Yeah, you had to do a play on it. Yeah.
Like here. Now, do you remember me taking you into the basement of University Hall?
Yeah, I do remember this actually. Wow, look at that. Jeez. What year was that, you think? Was that senior year in 2012?
I believe it was senior year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do remember those sparks flying. Did you actually have that thing running? I can't remember. That was
so we had one of the facilities guys, Randy, was down there with his grinder and had a piece of some sort of metal and was grinding the sparks at us. And I believe I believe he hit you a few times.
I think it did. I kind of remember getting a little burn there. This was the big photo shoot day we did in Uhaul. I think we did some of the sparks, and then we did maybe some water or something like that.
We did a combo that day. This was that day as well.
Okay, I remember that you put the clear saran wrap over the stick, and then we dunked it out of the water, and we did a bunch of shots. Oh, I didn't even see the ball there. Wow.
Yep.
Oh my
How
gosh.
about
Yeah, you
that?
got the ball in there.
Yeah, this was so I did a bunch of water shoots that day, and like I probably had to fill up like over 100 water balloons, and it just did not go well.
Yeah.
It sounded like a good idea in theory, but now they make the things where you just put it on the spigot and like 30 of them fill up at once, and it's
Right.
easy.
Right.
You'll need to learn that with kids, like.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me that. I didn't know that. So that's good dad hints there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember I'm outside the honesty hall at the spigot, like tying water balloon. It was awful.
Yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work. But you got a good picture out of it.
But yeah, this worked out well. The saran wrap in the thing, actually, I believe that might have been Chris Moore in the equipment room might have came up with that idea.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So it actually turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You and Josie from women's lacrosse.
Yeah, I remember doing it with one of the girls, Josie. That's right.
So yeah, but going back to this, like I remember, like I had never been down there, and the first time Randy took me down to the bottom of Uhaul, I was like, I might never come back out of here.
Yeah, it's where they put bodies back there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember how we got down. I don't even know how you get down there.
Yeah, there was like a freight elevator that.
Yeah, we took an elevator. Yep. And yeah, that was quite the experience. I mean, been lucky to do a couple photo shoots in my life, and I don't know if I've ever got exposed to something like that. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite ones, just because it was a challenge to do, and
Right.
and it's something different. So, but yeah, let's see let's go here. All right, you get the jersey retired. Like I
Yep.
remember myself, I didn't know this was happening, and I had an intern up there shooting the game, and I was at the track meet because we only had like one track meet going a year. So
Right.
I was down at track, and I hear like them saying your name, and I'm like, what's going on? So I run up there and got the
Right.
shot of this. So
Yeah.
just talk about kind of the honor of that.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was I think the coaches and had reached out to me about like honoring me for honoring me at a game. I think the year after I graduated, and it was UVA Maryland, I guess in 2013, and I went down there, and it was really really cool. Just being out on center field with Dom and Jane and Craig Littlepage. I mean, that was really really special moment. Just I just have a lot of respect for UVA and UVA Athletics, and dreamed of having a career. I dreamed of just making it there, and then to be honored with your jersey at halftime was really special, and that was one of the cooler moments that comes to mind when I think of my time at UVA.
Yeah. Since we got him up here, talk about Coach Starja a little bit.
He's just he's a special guy. I owe him a lot for recruiting me and giving me a chance to play at UVA, and I just learned so much from him both on and off the field. And he's just a really great guy, great mentor, and I consider him almost as a father figure. He just did a great job of leading us to a lot of W's, but really just making us better people. And I think if I took anything away from him, it was just how you treat people is really what carries the day. And he's just a special guy, and I stay in touch with him, and I miss playing for him, and couldn't be more thankful for having guys like that in my life. That I got into coaching for about 7 years, and it's people like him and Coach Van Arsdale why I got into coaching. They just had such a positive impact on me, and it just makes you kind of want to get back. So like I said, he's just a great guy and a great coach, and it's I love that picture of us on senior day, and he's not much of a smiler, but you can tell he's trying to work out a smile there. And you got Coach Pete in the background there with
I had a frame without Pete in it, but I had to throw Pete in the shot.
Pete's the man. I miss him, and that's classic that you have him in there.
The sunglasses, it's a good look.
Oh yeah.
But back to Dom and no smiling. I'm pretty sure it was after you were gone, but Inside Lacrosse had me do a cover shoot with him and some of the guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, coach, just smile. Give me one smile. And then he gave me the smile. And I'm like, all right, maybe not. Maybe we'll go with the serious look. But
yeah, he's tough to crack a smile at times, but he's more, candidly, he'll smile. He's not, he doesn't like the camera. I don't think he's kind of like me in that regard, I would think.
Yeah. I had to throw this in there. This was a good one. But I wanted to ask you, just talk about juggling, being a student athlete, travel, all that thing. I mean, how tough was that?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you're on the road a lot in the spring and getting your schoolwork done, missing some classes here and there. I think, our program and our academic support group did a great job of, really limiting how much we actually missed during the year. But, you got to have your priorities straight and make sure you're kind of getting ahead on your work and you can't put it off to the last minute. But, I think this is us, everybody doing some work in the airport as we wait to go catch a flight. And, it's just one of those things like you just learn to do. It's kind of all when you come in, and all of us played athletics in high school, so you kind of learn to do that multitask and learn to kind of juggle your studies and your athletics, and that it's just no different. But at a school like UVA where it's just so challenging academically, it's really about time management. And I don't know what me and Rob Fortunato are looking at. It doesn't look like we're actually studying in this picture, but it's all in good fun. But it's really about just managing your time the best that you can.
All right. Talk about winning the Tourathon.
Oh man, that's my son in the background crying.
Perfect.
He's like, Dad, come give me some attention. I remember this picture. This was, we took it the fall after I had won the Tourathon. So it was the ring ceremony weekend, and winning that award was, obviously such a special thing for me and, my family, the program, my teammates. I always attribute that award very much a team award that year. It was the 2011 year where we made a run, and it's just a tribute to the team. I mean, it's I'm not standing up there with that award if we don't win the national championship, and I have the team to kind of really thank that one. So it was really cool. It was special, unique, and something I'm really proud of till this day.
And you added to the legacy. I mean, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. Crider decided to go nuts here. It was cool, like being up here with these two guys. You're up there with Matt Ward and Chris Rotelli, and for me, like as a young kid, I always wanted to go to UVA and play lacrosse, and because of guys like this, because of Matt Ward and Chris Rotelli, and I could name a bunch of others, Connor Gill, Ben Rubrier, Drew McKnight, Connor Gill, Danny Gladding, the list goes on. Garrett Billings, I got to play with some of them, and Michael Watson, all those guys, Drew Knight. I mean, I could just keep going on. And to be up here taking a picture with these guys was really, really special, and just honored to really kind of be in the same sentence as these guys.
Here's the other elevator shot.
Oh my God, jeez. Oh man, that's a little rough there.
It must have been early in the morning. You look a little sleepy.
I look a little ticked off. I don't know what's going on there. I think
it's trying to make you look tough, man.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're probably telling me to act tough. Yeah.
Actually, I like this shot of you too. This was a pretty good one.
Oh man, yeah. Look at that. I don't know how that play ended up, but it looks like I'm throwing it behind the back while I'm on my knee.
Did you have a favorite go-to move, or Anything
Uh,
you like to pull out in the bag of tricks?
I don't know if I had like a favorite move. I just kind of always did whatever I felt was right in the moment. I didn't throw many behind the backs unless I really needed to. So I must have been in a whole lot of trouble here if I was throwing this one. But no, no favorite move that kind of came to mind. Just trying to do the right thing at the right time.
Let's talk about the family legacy a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great picture. I remember that one. That's me and my little brother Wells, who was a freshman at Hopkins my senior year at UVA, and this is a tough pick because we just lost in overtime to Hopkins on a controversial call by the referees. But it's lacrosse is very much in the Stanwick blood, and it was a big part of our family growing up. And I had a bunch of sisters that played and a bunch of brothers that played, and I got to play against Wells in high school and in college, and it was always fun. And I was always super proud of him at the same time. Even though I wanted to beat him, I was always super proud. And he actually had a great game this game as well. And so it's just that's what's so cool about lacrosse is that it just brings so many people together. And my family's no different.
Now, do you see Maggie and Emma ever?
They came to my wedding actually not too long ago, and it was great to see them. And like I said, I love this picture because I stay in close contact with Coach Starja and check in on the girls. And I had a special bond with them at my time at UVA, and I'm just so happy we were able to kind of get this picture after we had won in 2011. It's hard just not to see them and just put a smile on your face, and really puts things in perspective. And it's what I always appreciated about seeing the girls, whether it was a tough practice or a tough game. They just always put a smile on your face, and this one brings back great memories.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments of any of my time at UVA was, we had just gotten trounced up at Foxborough in the semifinals,
Mm-hmm.
and Dom comes out, and the girls are waiting on him. And just in that moment, like the smile on his face and just him embracing them was just like kind of put it all into perspective. It's like just a cool moment just to see, and just to see him sitting on the curb, just talking to them after, just gotten trounced.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why he was such a great coach, is that it was bigger than just lacrosse. And I think he embodied that, and he made his family a part of the program. And he kind of just dove headfirst, or the family dove headfirst into what he was doing, and he kind of wove them together. And he was a constant reminder of that. We always have a lot to be thankful for.
All right, now I know your wife's probably like, all right, in this already. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's talk a little bit. Let's find the championship shot. What did that mean to you to get that after the program had been through so much? And
Right. Yeah. It's just it's your dream, it was my dream. Most kids' dream to win a national championship. You grow up going to the Final Fours, you go to them on Memorial Day, and that's at least for me, I told myself that's what I want to be. I want to be that guy winning. And you're young and naive, and you think that's going to happen, but then all of a sudden, you commit to a school like UVA, and you think, okay, there's a chance that this might happen. But then you get to school and you realize how hard it is. And so, when you actually get to the top there, it's just pure joy, pure adrenaline. You're just so happy and thankful. And oh man, that's a great, counting down the seconds at the midfield line with O'Reilly and Bachlet. And you could tell we're absolutely exhausted, leaning on each other. And, we're getting ready to go dog pile with our teammates. And, it's just such a special thing that few achieve in life. And it was such a up and down couple years, and to kind of have it, end in a national championship with all of the odds against us was, till this day, I think is something that we're all super proud of and reflect back on often.
Now, did you have a favorite memory in your time of playing?
Um,
I love
I
this
don't know.
shirt, by the way. I thought this was really cool.
That one's cool. I like that one. I remember that one in some article. I forget what it was, but that's a cool. I just kind of felt like at our time at UVA, it was just we had so many. We just had so many like. I felt like the spotlight was just kind of on us a lot when we were there, and I just felt like. It was because we were good, and then it was also because of some crazy tragedy stuff that happened. But um, it was just so real and so big time. And I don't know if one memory kind of sticks out other than obviously winning the national championship. I would just say I just look back on my time there and just am so thankful and have such a smile on my face for the memories, for the relationships. UVA Sports, Charlottesville, UVA Lacrosse. It's just I'm just so proud to be a part of it and such a special part of my life. And it's you look back and it's one of those things you're just so thankful for. And it's just a special time. And I had so many fun and great memories. I don't know if I could pinpoint one.
Google Dolls at John Paul Jones Arena.
Maybe Google Dolls where I saw you might be up there. That was one of the better concerts at a place where Charlottesville is very known for concerts and things like that. And I went to a lot of cool ones. Google Dolls is right up there. Seeing Dave Matthews in Charlottesville is pretty cool as well. And I saw him.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So funny story about Dave Matthews. So you remember Michael Colley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, another part of the tragedy. I mean, like,
right. I mean, literally, we just had so many in a row there. Yeah.
So the first time Dave Matthews played John Paul Jones Arena, Colley, we were both in the office for something. And Colley goes, like, he had run in to get stats for, I believe it was soccer at the time.
Yeah.
He had run back to the office to get a computer or something, and literally is running out the door, slams the door of the office open. Dave Matthews on the back side of the door.
Really?
Dave was so cool about, like, Colley's like mortified. And then Dave was like, oh, yeah, no big deal, it's kind of cool.
No way. What a cool story. Yeah, I've heard he's a great guy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so, yeah, John Paul Jones Arena has had some pretty cool concerts. And this is a pretty cool photo of Steele Stanwick right here, under the lights at Klockner.
That's a good one. I like that one. I don't remember what game it is, but that's a neat one with the lights.
Yep. I always wrap up with kind of a recruiting pitch. I think you just kind of gave it in that last answer, though. So I'll let you off the hook. I'll let you go deal with. I'll let you go.
Yeah. Thanks. So you let me go deal with the crying baby now. Matt, I appreciate it.
I've got more if you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, I appreciate this, Matt. This was a lot of fun going down memory lane with you, and really cool and great job that you're doing down there in Charlottesville, and looking forward to the final product. Hopefully you'll splice out all the good stuff like you always do. I'm sure you could have had a field day with taking out all the bad takes, and I'm known to close my eyes on a lot of pictures, so I appreciate you sparing me here.
I left out your headshot with you really needed a haircut in one of the headshots.
I appreciate that. You were very you showed some mercy on me here.
Do you remember the team photo day where everybody had the flow going and it was so windy we couldn't get a shot without everybody's hair in the face? I forget.
Yeah, that was probably every year, to be honest. I mean, everybody always had too long a hair back then. The sad thing is we all thought that looked good, at one point or time in time.
Oh, is this mom? Is this mom in this picture?
That's mom. Yeah, that's my. You know what? That might be one of my favorite memories, and maybe my favorite picture. I have that one framed up in my office. That's a special moment right after the national championship, and just seeing her on the railing and jumping up, and my older sister's kind of trying to get through there, and you can see my dad in between my right hand. You can kind of see my dad. And just a special moment for us. And I actually got yelled at by the security staff like 2 seconds after this picture. But one of my favorites for sure.
All right. Well, we'll end on that one then. Always good to end on mom. All right.
That's always good. Yeah, she'll be happy with me now. So that's great.
All right. Well, who's tougher interview, me or these people?
uh, I can't remember what this was. Oh, probably these guys. You were probably a little nicer to me. These guys are always like, "Why'd we just lose? You know, what the heck? You know, why didn't we win?" They're always like shocked every time we lost. You know, and I was like, it's really hard to win. I wish I could tell you, but it's getting going to the media after a tough loss is never what you want to do. But again, you walk off the field, you see your family, and bigger things, perspective, and it's yeah, that's a neat picture. You're making me look a little cooler than I actually was here, but that's
Yeah.
that is a cool pick.
I will say, I mean, this will be 15 years for me, and you're one of my favorites, and one of my favorites to watch. Just amazing to watch you out there.
I appreciate it, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, that's a fun time, and I appreciate all you do, and you don't get enough credit that for all the behind the scenes work that you do. So we just know from the athlete point of view, we always appreciate everybody in the athletic department staff, and your work that definitely does not go unnoticed.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you joining me for this. And now, go hold the baby for a while. Give your wife.
I will. I'll go give my wife some relief here. Yeah.
Apologize to her. Huh? Okay.
Will do. I appreciate it, Matt. Thanks so much.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Take care, Matt.
Yeah.
See you, Matt. Let me know how that thing turns out. It was good seeing you.
Yeah. All right. I will. Thank you.